This up. Oh, hey, look, we got a challenge. Let's play some shogi. Good luck. Okay, we got a static rook. Oh, since this is a rated game and a tournament game, we'll see you on the other side. Sorry, I forgot about this. I'll try to win quickly. And by win, I mean not lose. Alright, so they've built Boat Castle already. I have to admit, I'm kind of accustomed to seeing the legal move square indicators. It's only slightly jarring to be missing those. Okay. Tuck the king away. Play this up before something bad happens. Play this up before something bad happens. Something bad's about to happen. Now how do I switch to well, no, let's finish building our castle and see which direction they go. And I forget if Lance 9-8 is a thing. Lance 9-8 might be a thing. Wait, can't I pawn push here? Isn't this exactly the timing for the pawn push? Maybe not. Pawn push, bishop takes, silver takes. If they trade here, then bishop drop, rook back. I've got everything covered. Yeah, I'm extremely confused. I'm gonna learn something today. Let's see how much we're gonna learn. So it's extremely difficult for them to defend this square as well as this square. Meanwhile, I'm offering a bishop exchange, and if this pawn captures my pawn, then a bishop drop here could be dangerous. So let's see what they come up with to try to defend 6-4. Also, oh, okay. I'm gonna take this and update my stream title. SuperNova tournament game emotes only. There we go. So I noted that dropping a bishop on the center square looks dangerous for them. Like normally with Boat Castle, I would be afraid of my bishop getting trapped, but this is no longer Boat Castle. So today this is going to be a learning game. Every game is going to be a learning game, but this especially looks super dangerous for them. And another thing I've learned is that this pawn on 2-3 is the weakness. I learned that because Abigail and I had this game a couple weeks ago, and we learned that this pawn, if it's only defended by the king, is a weakness. And look, it's only defended by the king. So it's not going to be hard for them to bring another general toward the pawn, but this is going to break up their castle if they do that. Abigail remembers. I remember. It was a good game. Even if it was played like super late at night for him, he still trounced me. It was exciting. Okay, so I could choose to take this bishop and then drop a bishop back here, threatening the knight, or I could just take the lance and their king has to run away. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't chase this knight here. Like, I don't think... maybe it's not so clear. Just feels like this knight would be difficult to defend. I mean, they have to bring their rook over to hold it. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. The other thing's, I kind of like if their bishop weren't on the board. And so, wait, if I try to repeat this, they're just going to put the bishop there next time, and the silver's going to walk up. So, tricky. So tricky. Yeah, I think I don't want to accelerate their development. They do pin my pawn here and they prevent me from pushing this pawn, which is super annoying. If I have a bishop over here, it doesn't get to go anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, this bishop's too active. We have to trade that off. And then repeat the tactic. Let's see if they put the bishop here or not. But if they do put the bishop here, it'll be a bit easy of a target for me to hit. Like with the bishop back here, it could float around and do all kinds of tricky stuff. With it in the center, there's no floating the bishop anymore. Yeah, let's take a free lance. And I recognize this is always problematic for my horse, but they have problems too. Let's see if pawn push, pawn takes, lance takes. How do they even follow up? Like, yeah, they have a bishop in hand, but what good is that? So I'm looking at that edge file attack. I'm also looking at just putting the lance here. Which doesn't do anything because of the silver. That silver ruins a lot of tactics. Could also aim for this pawn, which is easily defended. I could move my knight out, but it's ill-timed. Oh, I could also just try to move this pawn up, move my gold up, expand my castle normally, and pretend this is just a normal game. That might not be a bad idea. Interesting. But yeah, this pawn push, pawn takes, lance takes looks violent. And violence is fun. At least a little bit is. I'm just confused what they're planning. Oh, well, okay, yeah, they're planning to push this pawn. That's the plan. Wait, I could drop my lance here and then promote it and then take out their other lance. And I suddenly have all the lances. It's a weird idea. But I mean, what else? I could also put it here and then promote it to fork these pieces. That's probably the weak point in this position. Yeah, that could be super annoying for them to have to deal with. In worst case, I just give up my horse for the silver. Yeah, let's have some fun. I don't think they expected this. Because if I get a knight, then the knight could go here, the knight could take one of these pawns and then take the silver, and then once I've taken the silver, like, the entire castle collapses. So the timer's ticking, and it's their move. Which way to play this is best? So, like, taking, well, giving up my lance traps my horse. So I have to be thoughtful if I'm going to do that. Like, I'd place the horse here, they'd place the lance, I'd take the silver, king takes, knight takes, king moves, I take the gold takes, and I have a gold in hand, but what's that going to do? So I should be a little bit patient and instead just try to win the knight some other way here. Because guess who's got a pawn in hand and knows how to use it? Hopefully me. Maybe not. But I think I know. And if bishop drop here, I just walk back to strike the bishop. Okay, that's a free pawn. But this allows them other pawn tactics and other tactics altogether. Do I take it? If pawn takes, bishop drop. I don't know what's going on, man. The bishop can't go anywhere. They aren't going to do bishop drop there. They could consider pawn drop, but that's going to cost them. So yeah, let's do this. There's the pawn drop. Alright. I see how it is. Fine. Guess how lances move? Well, if you promote them, they move this way. Usually lances can't do that. I sense that they kind of want my lance. Interesting. They found a tactic. They found a tactic. That shouldn't annoy me anywhere near as much as it does. I had a beautiful game until this point. Wait, that knight can only go forward. Let's enjoy the fact that that knight can only go forward. Let's see what move they play next. Yeah, this isn't chess. Knights don't get to go sideways. Chat, please go. Yeah, that's going to be successful. It's going to be like super successful. Chat playing go. Imagine that. Oh, right. I forgot. That's not a lance anymore. Alright, but guess who's got a knight? Guess who's got a knight and can Nifu this turn if they choose to. Yeah, how come lances can't, like, do that anymore? I'm gonna have to file a bug report. Why are lances so weak? Lance is too weak. Please strengthen. Or something. So they've split their golds. I didn't expect to see a gold on 3-3. This has me quite surprised. What do I do about that? Wait, is the silver trapped? No, it can go back here. That's okay. Everything's fine. We're going to enjoy some nice, peaceful, bloodthirsty shogi. So this fork is on the menu. So yeah, I'm threatening this silver, but also threatening a fork. And that fork allows me to take the gold and go after their king, which is now walled off by their own pieces. I think my attack has accidentally become very, very strong, which is pretty cool. Water's so good. Gosh, I need water. I've been doing a lot of recording shogi and other games lately. A lot of talking, and a lot of talking at work too. So I just need to be careful not to overstrain my voice. And make sure to have water when I need it. And every 2 hours, Stay Healthy Bot will remind me to have water. The other thing that encourages me to play this, besides just the threat to the silver, is that they can't play a bishop move to attack me. Alright, so maybe I just take the silver now. Because, like, the bishop can't fork my rook in anything else. Maybe I play no. We're not gonna, like, sack this pawn. We're just gonna take the free silver. Free silver is good. Alright. So yeah, this does allow them that attack. That's fine. Wait, am I going to promote my rook again? Yeah, I think I have a serious threat to promote it. Fine, you promote a bishop. I'll promote a rook. We'll see who comes out ahead. Okay, this defends their gold. So I sense I have some initiative here. I sense I have some initiative here. So my plan is to take the pawn, threaten the silver, try to win the rook. Also, I was kind of expecting this to happen. So we have one space gap dragon. And so now the king is overworked. So we have tactics. Oh my goodness, we have so many tactics here. It's a choice of which move is the best. I think trading my dragon for the rook and then picking up another silver looks reasonable. But I don't have a follow-up move there well, then I can, like, I don't know. There's a lot of tactics here. Also, just bringing my lance in and placing a gold right in their face is pretty fun. Doesn't seem effective, though. Oh, hang on. There's one tactic above them all here. Good God. This is murder. This is a nice tactic. So, yeah. This knight can't actually be used to defend anything. So it's their turn, but they don't have a good move. This is murder. This is crazy. I have built a tremendous initiative. Alright, well, thanks for the game. That was... wow. This is the SuperNova tournament, by the way. My opponent has departed before I could offer to review the game with them. But I think this game just completely escalated. Like, there was no turning back this game. Yeah, this is... we could look it over a bit. So they started with a quick attack there with static rook. And I built my fourth file rook position, as I often do. Yeah, they made a couple gold moves. And I'm not sure, like, the way they played their golds in combination with their pawns might have made their attack a little bit slow. So you kind of switched from... well, okay, now I've heard this. This is like Kishin or something. This is you play your two golds right next to each other, and you call that fortress or castle. And the idea is that you're going to not push all of your pawns. So they didn't push all of their pawns. They only pushed a couple. They did exchange bishops. They did exchange pawns here. I got a fork. I trapped my horse. But they here don't have any quick way to win my lance. They don't have any quick way to exploit this, because to exploit this they'd need to take my silver. And taking my silver is going to take more moves than they have available thanks to this amazing tactic. So yeah, I think this was just an opening Joseki that I got lucky. For them to net my horse in the corner, it's going to require them to get my silver, and the only way they can do that speedily is by sacrificing material. So, interesting game. Um, yeah, and then this I think was accurate because like they don't want to play silver takes because then I win this knight and I'm still attacking. So, interesting. Yeah, the horse and the, I figured, worst case, I already got a lance. If I have to sacrifice it for a silver, that's not the end of the game. This is not chess. It's okay for me to lose material from time to time. Oh, I'm sorry. This was like the last straw was giving up the knight. Yeah, they correctly observed that my lance can't capture the way I wanted it to here. Um, Wait, why did I do that? That knight drop is gratuitous. Why did I do that? Like here, this threat. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not present. This gold covers the square, so I can't do that right now. I mean, yes, I do have this idea, but this is not so forceful. Whereas the knight there, this here, I guess was the actual last straw. They're trying to solidify their castle and forgot that I have a tactic right there. Yes, I was suggesting something here. That I was thinking they were going to move this silver somewhere. I'm not sure where, maybe here. And that if they do, then I have a fork. So maybe they were trying to dodge the fork. I don't know. A gold is in general a pretty strong piece. Alright. Actually, rook takes lance. Lance drop 9-9. Yeah, no, that's an interesting thought. So the first opportunity to do that is here. I promote. I'm trying to find some way to punish it, but no, it looks reasonable. Oh, I wonder. I have a knight. Could I do tricky business? Is this check? King up. I guess I'm out of tricky business. That's too bad. I've got this, and then I've got this. Yeah, maybe I do have some tricky business after all. So there's any block would lose material. To me, it looks like this is the strongest move, perhaps, if it's possible to survive here. This looks kind of exciting. I'm also wondering, like, do I throw in pawn 6-3 here? Or pawn 4-7? Yeah, I'm sorry, token 4-7. Like, do I toss that in to get these golds separated in case of a future tactic? Or maybe I just take the knight and then I'm threatening stuff. Yeah, actually taking the knight looks very nice. Yeah, no, this has got... Okay, so they can't bring the king out because their castle's just left behind. But, this here... am I out of tricks? It feels like I'm out of tricks. Why am I out of tricks? It's not fair. I wanted all the tricks to work. Well, I almost had a cool attack. That was almost great, but yeah. So they do end up collecting this, and I guess I just take here. And I don't know. Play something like this. Actually, that blocks the way for my other rook. So probably best is bringing the other rook in here. And then doubling rooks on the back row. I guess they want to try to stop that. But I don't think they can. So yeah, I think, yes, they could sacrifice the rook, but I don't think it's worth it because I just promote my rook. That's my take on it. But yeah, it looks like a good try, I guess, especially in comparison to the game. Yeah, they tried to step away from a fork. There's a rule, don't run from a fork. So, yeah, and maybe I got lucky here. I don't know. I was expecting the rook to move away. And then I've got to find some accurate moves, but probably not too many. Like, I had intended then here to play this, and then the rook goes back. And then I intended to try to find something maybe like this. I don't know. But yeah, we got instead what actually transpired, which was they sacrificed. And I get this anyway, and it's just like lights out. This is amazing. Yeah, knight 9-6 is lethal. I couldn't believe this. Like, both silvers are not... This shows like you want to have a gold somewhere in the base of your castle. And that having gold on the head of the castle does harden the head, but it's collapsing on both sides from underneath. So it was an interesting game. I think it just got completely derailed due to opening Joseki tricks that I didn't really... Like, I knew fourth file rook could be ambitious. I guess they did have the common sense to avoid, like, putting their king on this square. But still... Yeah, this... I think we both got more than we pined for, and I'll have to review this, I guess, with stronger players and maybe even with an engine to ask, like, exactly when did Gota mess up, or I'm sorry, when did Senta mess up here? What was the critical error in this game? Because it's not so clear. Like, obviously I got this large initiative, which was kind of unexpected. When I played this, wait, what was I expecting? I'm sorry, I was not expecting pawn takes pawn, because this looks really sharp. So this is what I want to understand, is this pawn takes pawn playable? I watched all of Hidechi's videos, but I don't remember. So I need to go back and search for that. But yeah, this is an exciting game.